Arrays. By a noob, for noobs, in less than 3 minutes. Go. An array is like a box. You can make the box as big or as small as you want, but once you stretch it out, it's not going to shrink. You can also put smaller boxes inside, and you can put smaller boxes in those, and smaller boxes in those, but don't do that. That's stupid. Keep it to 2 levels of boxes. You create an array like this. This assignment is exactly the same way you'd assign a regular value to any other variable. So if you do this, array name is going to show up as an empty array. Your 3 is gone. Don't do that. That is stupid. Think of each row in an array as a prison cell block. Each cell block has multiple prison cells. These cells are numbered according to their row first, then their column. Note these numbers start at 0. This is very important. You access an individual cell, say cell 1-2, through the following code. As such, console.log, parentheses, array name, 1, 2 would return orum, in string, of course. You can individually target any cell by typing in its direct coordinates, or you could target an entire row, but not an entire column, by typing something like this. Note that the new array name, 0, lacks a column coordinate. Typing array name 00 would now yield the first letter of the string in that box, which is currently M, capital M. If array name 0 was a number, typing array name 00 would yield undefined. I mentioned before that you can't affect an entire column in the aforementioned fashion. That's where iteration comes in, and you learn to love for loops. This is a for loop. What it does essentially is perform action 1 when you first enter the loop. Then, while condition 2 is still true, it performs a code block present within itself in area 3, which I've currently left blank. After that, it performs action 4, and the process repeats itself by checking to see if 2 is true. If not, the for loop stops and the program moves on. Oh, and the .length function returns the length of an array's rows. All previous examples of array name, for example, would have array name.length return as 2. For loops can be used to do basically anything you want with an array. Here's a for loop that changes every cell in a column 1 into penguins. If you want, you can even combine for loops to iterate through every single cell and turn everything into penguins. As long as you understand for loops, you can do anything you want to any array. However, sometimes using for loops takes a long time. Thankfully, there are several built-in methods that allow you to manipulate arrays. These array functions can just be placed on the end of an array. And remember, you can put an array in an array, so array name 0.pop parentheses is a perfectly valid function. These are the array functions. There are more, but for a noob-level programmer, this is all you need.